I took a first date to a haunted house one time. And I guess if you're listening and you don't know if that's a good idea or not, it's not.
What happened?
But to be fair, the problem is, you know when you text and you write like haha? I think I write haha after too many things.
I'm guilty of LOL after. I use LOL as a period.
Yeah, I'm using haha. I have way too many hahas, and I gotta be careful because I was talking to this girl, and she sent me a text message, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm going to a haunted house." Haha. And she was like, "Oh, I would go to that." Haha. And I was like, "You can come." Haha. And this went on and on for a long time. Until finally I was like, "Where should I meet you?" I was living in New York, and it was like, "Meet me in Times Square." And she was like, "Okay, what's the place called?" And I was like, "It's called Times Scare." Ha ha.
Clever.
And she was like, "Okay, see you there." So then we're like in Times Square, and she's like texting me like, "No, really, where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm outside of Times Scare, behind a house." She's like, "What?" So she finds me. And I'm like in front of this building, and she's like, "What is this?" And I was like, "The haunted house. I got tickets. We're going to a
We talked about
this. And she's like, "Oh, I thought you were kidding." And I was like, "Why would I be kidding?" And then here's where I end up being wrong and she ends up being right, is that I was so thrown. I was like, "Why did you think I was kidding?" And she was like, "Oh, because it's June." And in that moment, it was like having an illness and not knowing. And then someone says something and it like unlocks something for your brain where you go like, "Oh, I'm crazy." Like, she's right. Why would she?
It's June.
It's June. And I was like, "Oh, so," and she was like, "I didn't think it'd be open. I thought you were," and I was like, "Yeah, well, you're not wrong, but I do have tickets to this haunted house." And then we went in, and it wasn't the same one I was talking about, but it had the same feel. Like, there was a bar at the front that like maybe had somebody working, like the person was like gone, and like a kid that was just like, "Yeah, go through," and like went through, and there was like basically
No
nothing,
one.
yeah, nothing in it. And I'm like walking around like, "Ooh, spooky, this is fun." And this girl's like, "Am I gonna get killed? Am I gonna get murdered?"
Oh my God.
And she was right. That's my fault. That's on me.
It's June is the funniest thing.
Yeah, it's June. The way she said "it's June" like will always be. It's like in my bones now. I have to like be careful when anything I'm trying to do now. I'm like, don't ever get anybody into that. I don't want anyone to feel that way. Like if I come here in a full Ghostbusters outfit and you were like, "Why?" It's like, "Because you told me." Like, didn't we? Did we not have this conversation? Gotta watch that.
Oh man.
Got to watch that. Very scary stuff.
It happens. Did you guys ever go on any dates after that?
No, I never heard from that person ever again.
Really?
Yeah.